cricket game was earlier just a game, but now it has become a game of emotion for a fan. Many sports are famous in the world, but now the passion of cricket is very much among people. IPL is the biggest league in the world. One team is Chennai Super King, whose fan following is so high that you will be surprised to know that this team has qualified for Super 4 12 times in 14 seasons.
Never bet against MS Dhoni and CSK champions of 2023. Our CSK for the 5th time.
5 times champions, but how? CSK is the biggest team in IPL. To understand this story, we go into the early history of CSK and see how this team is based. In September 2007, when the Indian Cricket Board established the IPL, 8 teams participated. MS Dhoni, who was spoken by the players for the first season of the IPL, became the captain of the CSK and also became the most expensive player in this auction. In the opening season, the CSK team was bought for $91 million. Which was the second most expensive team. This season, CSK appointed Keples Wells as the head coach. Another reason for CSK's continuous victory is captaincy. CSK has kept one captain from 2008 to 2023, and why not keep a captain who can change so many trophies to a team? Now see how CSK picked Dhoni in IPL Action 2008. Here is an interesting story. In the first season, IPL management gave a marquee player to all the IPL teams who deal with the player. If team she did, she would have picked him. Each team picked one player except for 2 teams, Rajasthan Royal and CSK. Now it is important to understand that the team that picked the marquee player had to pay 15% more than the players who were already expensive in their team. Mumbai Indians wanted to pick MS Dhoni, but Mumbai Indians had already picked Sachin Tendulkar. 2007 World Cup was won by India under the captaincy of MS Dhoni.
In the air, Srishant takes it! India win!
Every team wanted MS Dhoni to join their team, but Dhoni himself came in the auction, and any team could pick him. Auctions started MI and CSK bid on Dhoni. It should be remembered that CSK had not picked any player before, so they had all the purse safe. But in comparison, Mumbai Indian had picked Sachin Tendulkar, due to which if Mumbai Indian picked Dhoni, their budget would have been reduced and they could not buy more players. Because of this, only one team, CSK, signed Dhoni for a whopping $1.5 million, which was the most expensive player of the 2008 season, thus making MS Dhoni the captain of CSK. CSK played well in the inaugural season of IPL. Suresh Raina's good batting, LB Morkel's good bowling, reached the final of IPL but lost the final, but it was a good start of IPL season. The 2009 season started without any major changes. Suresh Raina, and even more so Matthew Hayden, informed this season, along with Muralidharan taking 14 wickets in 13 matches, and also due to the good performance of the young bowler, finished second in the stage group. The semi-final was played with RCB, but lost the CSK semi-final due to low total here. Next season, CSK come with having a new mindset. There was not much change in the IPL events again. Finished 3rd in the group and were knocked out of the playoffs by semi-finalists Deccan Chargers here too, but had a good start to the IPL and went on to become champions in the CLT this season. There is no significant change in the next season. The same captain, the same vice captain, the same mindset. Now Michael Hussey and Suresh Raina, who has been consistently in form since the start of the IPL, were supporting Ravichandran Ashwin in bowling. There was a qualifier match against RCB, who were at the top of the points table at that time. LB Morkel and Raina played a brilliant pressure handling turn to chase down a tough target of 175, which at one point looked very difficult, and then face RCB in the final as RCB beat Mumbai Indians in the semi-final. After winning the toss, CSK batted first and set a tough target of 205 runs, which easily won by 63 runs in the 2012 season. Ravindra Jadeja was picked by CSK for a bid of $2 million, and there was not much change. In this season, Raina was once again on top from CSK in terms of runs, and in bowling, Divine Bravo took more wickets from CSK. In this season, CSK was fourth on the points table. CSK defeated Mumbai Indians by 38 runs in the eliminator and beat Delhi Daredevils by a huge margin in the qualifier match with Murali Vijay's brilliant 113 runs. It was the fourth time in 5 seasons that CSK had qualified for the final. The final match was played by KKR. CSK won the toss and decided to bat and set a total of 190 runs on the board. Bowler couldn't save the target. After a thrilling match, KKR clinched the IPL maiden title. In the 2013 season, CSK released many used players and picked new young players into action. In this season, Michael Hussey was on fire with the bat for CSK, scoring 733 runs at an average of 52 runs, and Divine Bravo took the most wickets. In the final, Mumbai Indians put 148 runs on the board, and when CSK started chasing the target, no batsman could stay at the crease for long except MS Dhoni. CSK managed to score only 125 runs, and the dream of winning an easy title was dashed. The season went well for CSK, finishing third in the group stage. In the eliminator, Mumbai Indians beat arch rivals but lost to Kings 11 Punjab by 24 runs in qualifier 2, having lost the final in the 2015 season as well and finished on top of the group stage. Mumbai Indians got their revenge here and won the final against CSK by a good margin. 2016 and 2017, CSK was banned. We'll talk about it further. In the 2018 season, CSK once again returned after a ban. This time, there were not many sane players. Some were retained and some were changed. In this season, CSK finished at the top 2 in the group stage. In the qualifiers, they achieved the target of 139 runs, winning by 2 wickets against Sunrisers Hyderabad. In the final, once again it happened to Sunrise Hyderabad. The previous story was repeated here. Sunrise Hyderabad set a target of 179 runs. In 18.3 overs, CSK easily chased down the target of 179 runs thanks to Shane Watson's 117 not out, and won the IPL final for the 3rd time.
They are the champions, Chennai Super Kings.
Congratulations to the Chennai Super Kings, Vivo IPL champions for 2018.
In 2019, also finished 2nd on the points table. In this season too, I lost to the qualifier MI. In qualifier 2, they won against Delhi in the final and once again lost to Mumbai Indians by 1 run after a very exciting match. In the 2020 season, CSK finished 7th on the points table. It was the first time that CSK Super 4 could not qualify. In the 2021 season, CSK made it to the Super 4. In qualifier 1, CSK made it to the final by defeating Delhi. In the final match against KKR, CSK set a massive target of 192 runs while playing first. In the 2nd innings, KKR managed to score only 165. In the 2022 season, CSK was 9th on the points table, made it to the top 4 in the 2023 season, defeating Gujarat Titans in qualifier 1 to make it to the finals. Once again facing Gujarat Titans in the final, this time through DSL method, CSK won the IPL title for the 5th time by defeating them by 5 wickets.
Never bet against MS Dhoni and CSK.
After MI, it became the first team to win 5 season champions in IPL.